He was a young black boy with the mental capacity of a 5-year-old, going door to door handing out small gifts. Suddenly, a police car pulled up in front of him. "Don't move," one of the officers ordered, while casually picking up some of the gifts from the boy's shopping cart. The boy quickly tried to stop him, but before he could say much, he was pinned down against the car and taken to the station without explanation. Terrified and confused, he curled up in a corner of the holding room, repeating over and over, "I want to go home." Moments later, 2 other officers walked in. The moment they saw him, they recognized the boy instantly. Within seconds, he was released and even invited to watch a football game with them. As for the officer who had arrested him, he stood to the side writing a report of his mistake, because the boy in front of him wasn't a thief at all. Who would have thought this seemingly clueless boy would one day become a respected football coach? His name was Kennedy. He was 18 years old, but with the mind of a young child. He always carried a small radio wherever he went. That's how he got the nickname Radio. People often made fun of him. He wandered through town pushing a shopping cart, collecting things others had thrown away but he found useful. Poverty and a mental disability made him an outcast in the eyes of many. Whenever he passed by, people kept their distance. But Kennedy loved anything that had to do with football. Still, he never dared get too close, just watched from afar. One day, during practice, a football flew over the fence and landed near him. Kennedy picked it up. One of the players shouted at him to throw it back, but Kennedy misunderstood. He happily placed the ball into his shopping cart and walked away with a big smile. The players yelled at him, but the coach, Jones, simply let it go. He loves football, the coach thought. What's one ball? The next day, Kennedy was ambushed by some of the players. They locked him inside a storage room and began throwing footballs at the door, laughing cruelly as they mocked him from outside. Coach Jones sensed something was wrong and came rushing over. When he opened the door, he found Kennedy tied up, trembling and crying in fear. He immediately rushed to his side, comforting him and removing the tape from his hands and feet. Coach Jones was ashamed of what his players had done. The next day, he approached Kennedy. Kennedy, thinking the coach was there to take the ball back, quickly pulled it from his shopping cart to return it. But Coach Jones didn't come for the ball, he came to invite Kennedy to become the team's assistant coach. Kennedy didn't believe him. He thought it was just another cruel joke, so he walked away silently. Still, he loved football too much to stay away. During practices and games, he watched from a distance, never daring to come close or say a word. Coach Jones saw it all. He knew this boy had a real passion for the sport, so he came up with an idea. He told Kennedy that if he came into the football facility, there would be hamburgers waiting for him. That was enough to get Kennedy through the door. Inside, Coach Jones had a burger and a soda ready for him. Seeing how attached Kennedy was to his little radio, Coach Jones decided to give it to him as a gift. Afterward, he even gave Kennedy a ride home. From that day on, Kennedy became the team's assistant coach. His job was to help clean the field, be around during training, and cheer the players on in his own unique way. He carefully observed and tried to mimic everything Coach Jones did. Even though Kennedy gave his best every day, there were still some players who bullied him.